Hi everyone, it's StariAri and here to give you guys another report. This is day 4 of my water fast. So today I was still feeling a little bit weird, like my stomach was still feeling off with acid reflux. And then, well, I kind of puked. It was what it looked like was the protein shake that I took back on whenever before I started my water fast. So it's just a little bit. It was just a little bit. It was just like, I think that was lingering in there because I kind of felt weird when I took that protein shake. In particular, my stomach didn't feel good. So I think that was lingering there for a while, and that's what causes or was causing the acid reflux as well. So after that all happened, my stomach was fine. Go figure, right? I called my friend and I asked her if that's like a normal thing. And she said, well, yeah, sometimes the stomach doesn't process protein as much as we would like. And so sometimes that stuff does get kind of like there because it's irritant, or it was an irritant, particular for me. So she told me just as long as I don't puke again, as long as I don't have acid reflux again, I could still continue on. But she still told me to drink seltzer water and make sure that I'm sipping it, not just the whole, chugging it the whole time. So then she even recommended that I make sure that I space out when I'm drinking water. I space out when I do that. Let's see what else. Bowel movements was still in the range of cleansing. So there's a lot of things that were being cleansed. My urine is still the same, crystal clear. And then I think that's about it. Oh, I did have kind of like a I had to, for spiritually speaking, I had these weird, really weird dreams. Like, I would liken them to fourth dimensional traveling again. So there were some very odd ones. There was like this one about somebody performing who was really young, like performing a song, and she looked really young. I think she was like in her teens. She had like wavy brown hair. She looked a little bit Hispanic, and she was dancing on stage and singing. And then I felt like I was a mentor to her. And so she was done with her stuff, and I started to advise her about something. And then from there, she looked Hispanic, so I'm not sure she was or not. But then from there, we traveled the country. Like, she had me traveling with her. And we were going to different places, different locations. And we ended up going to what looked like a southern state here in the United States. So it was freaking scary. Like, I was scared for our lives. I think we went down to what looked like, it wasn't Alabama. It was another one. It was Arkansas. That's what it was, I think. That was like the state first. It was like the A. I remember it was with the A. I thought at first it was Alabama, but then she was like, no, it's Arkansas or whatever. And I'm like, okay. So we go in there, and we actually go in around the time that they have, because everyone has a right to protest. Everyone has a right to do whatever political shit that they want to do. So this one in particular, we were in her bus, and we were waiting for the line, or not the line, but like a bunch of people to keep going. Like, there's cops that had us stopped. So they could let a parade go through. At first we were thinking, oh, it's a parade, and then all of a sudden we saw all white hoods. So it was like a KKK parade in the dream, and I was like, oh my God. And I started to close all of the like the blinds and stuff like that on the bus, so she won't have to see that. And then I went around and closed them all, and then I told the driver, just wait. Just wait until the cop lets us go through, when these people just leave, you know? So we waited, and it was just so freaking weird. And I was just like, I'm glad I have a gun. Like, I don't know, I had a gun. So it was like, just in case. So they all went through, and then we went through, and then it was just the weirdest dream. And I was just like, okay, this is the weirdest dream. So we went to this, so we met with this, I guess, the manager of the place that she was supposed to sing at. And so he's Southern, he had a Southern accent, and he was asking me questions, and then I was telling, him, I was just like, look, I was like, I'm an American citizen, okay? I'm like first generation Mexican. I'm still an American citizen. I fought for my country and all this stuff. And I was telling him, look, I don't have to prove myself to you people. I don't have to do anything like that. I just want to tell you that if she or I or anybody gets harassed who are not of here, or who are not, of your own race, you better let us know right now if that's going to happen here. If not, then we're going to be fine. But if we do figure out that there's people like that protesting her, concert, then we're leaving. And he was just like, oh, you don't have to worry about that. They just do this once in a while, and then they're gone. We don't like them staying around, and this and that. I was like, all right, whatever. So that was done. And then I had another dream about something else. I don't remember what it was, but I was just kind of freaked out about that one. I was like, what's going on in the 4D right now? What's going on? So anyway, I'm burping right now because I had a little bit of seltzer water. So, okay. So spiritually speaking today, I have an academy on Facebook where I teach how to hone in your abilities, intuition, as well as I teach how to meditate and connect to your guides, and how to access things for yourself so that you can start being and working, or even building a business for yourself as a spiritual counselor or a guide, whatever you want to call it. So I had a lady post today about, she just needed some advice, and it was about somebody telling her that she needed to pay her to remove soul contracts or remove vows, as something that is linked to soul contracts. So I explained to her that if the person is gonna help you with that, meaning help you, like actually guide you through it, like, yeah, here's this information, this is how you can access this, and this is how you can remove it yourself, things like that, then that's perfectly fine. But if she's saying that she's gonna do it for you without your say or your participation in it, then that's just BS. It's just it's fraud. It's not real, so don't waste your money. So I told her, I was like, make sure you ask more questions, make sure you do more work, research on this person and stuff like that. And because this is not the first time I've seen this. I've seen this a lot, and I've seen it a lot with a lot of spiritual people in the community saying that they can remove or wipe out a soul contract. They can remove or wipe out a vow. They can remove or wipe out karmic cycle from your life, and all you got to do is pay this X amount of money, and then they could just tell you when it's over, and la 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 la. That doesn't help you. You know why? Because you are the only one that can do that. You are the only one that set that contract up specifically for yourself when you incarnated here. And you are the only one that knows how to cycle through these lessons and learn from them. Therefore, when you learn from these lessons and cycles, they're cleared, okay? You're the only one who could do that. There are people who are here to help you on how to figure it out. But you shouldn't rely on somebody to do the work for you. This is called dependency on them. Therefore, you're giving your power away to them and they're taking advantage of it. So I had to do a post, and I did do a video earlier about it. And just to make, just to remind everybody, we're all here together. We're all here to learn from one another, but we don't have to tolerate any lies from that fear-based mentality, because that's what they're selling, is fear-based mentality, where, oh, you have all these karmic cycles and all of these vows are getting in the way from your progress. Not true. Yes, we do have vows. Yes, we do have karmic cycles. Yes, we do have soul contracts, but that's the whole point, is for us to learn, okay, and grow with that. And we shouldn't be so we shouldn't allow anybody to instill fear in us about the way we're growing. Everyone has a path, a unique path, and growth and lessons, and however long that takes you, that's fine. Some people like go right away head on and end cycles like that. Some people, it takes them longer, but that's what you're choosing this. You chose to do this, and that's okay. Yes, there's people who are going to help you, like, okay, this is what I see in your field, and this is what the information I'm receiving, and this is what you need to do about it. Okay, that's beautiful. That's fine. That's how they're supposed to do it, but not the way that I've seen it, where, oh, let me wipe out this soul contract real quick. Oh, all right, it's done. You're never going to have to deal with that again. That's bullshit. No one has that power. So I had to make a video about it, and I had to tell everybody, all the members in my academy, about it as well, to make sure that you guys ask more questions. Be smart about this. Follow your intuition. If you feel that something is off, question it. Question the person. Question it, okay? There's nothing wrong with that, okay? So that's what I learned today, as well as after I remove, like, it's funny because I was doing a clearing on myself earlier today when I started getting like the acid reflux. I was doing a clearing. I went through all of my chakras, and I saw and resolved a lot of my limiting beliefs of myself as well, and all this stuff. And so that's what like kind of like stirred my stomach, is particular when I started working on my solar plexus and my lower chakras, which solar plexus and sacral and root. After I was done working on that, that's when I was just like, oh my God, I gotta puke. So I'm pretty much purging that. So of course I told my friend about that, and she's just like, okay, because she's not really into that. She's more science based or whatever, but I feel like 100 times better after that. I feel better. I still drank some seltzer water just in case, just because I just wanted to make sure that I cleared that out and nothing is gonna bother me anymore. But anyway, that is my oh yeah, let me just say the poundage. I lost 3 pounds. 3 pounds. I checked, I was like, whoa, 3 pounds. Because I'm all used to like 1 pound a day or 2 pounds. And now I'm like 3 pounds. I'm like, whoa, okay. All right. Awesome. So yeah, that was pretty good. And yeah, that's all I have to say, you guys. Thank you again for watching. And if you guys see, I did put a poll up. I want to know if you guys want me to make like recipe videos for the things that I'm going to use. And you guys can use this anytime. You don't have to do the fast or whatever. But just like healthy stuff that my friend gave me a list of, and she actually gave me recipes. I printed it out so that I can make these things at home right after the water fast, because I'm supposed to incorporate calories slowly, okay? So first it's gonna be just liquids being incorporated, like fruits and vegetables. And she said make sure that it's like pulp free. So it's just gonna be juices. And then that's just for a few days, she said. And then I can incorporate smoothies, which actually have the fruit, you know, the whole fruit ground up or whatever. And then from there I could start eating, and that's again for a few days too. But then from there I could start eating veggies and fruits. So it's kind of gonna be like a raw vegan diet for the first few, she said like 2 weeks of that. And then from there I could start incorporating like lentils and grains slowly, like cooked stuff slowly. So yeah, if you guys want to have me make these videos with recipes and, you know, step-by-step procedures, just let me know. All right, guys, have a good night. Mwah. Love you. Bye-bye.